On the night of June 21st, 2025, the world stood on the brink of a new war. Under Operation Midnight Hammer, 125 U.S. military aircraft launched a coordinated strike on Iran's three major nuclear facilities, Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. 7B, two Spirit bombers flew in from the Mediterranean, passed through Israeli and Iraqi airspace and entered Iran, targeting these sensitive sites with precision bombing. The attack came at a moment when many believed the threats were only verbal. All eyes turned to Iran's response. With dozens of U.S. bases scattered across the Middle East, fears were high that Tehran would strike back, and 2 days later, it did. Iran launched missile attacks on the U.S.'s Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar and Ain al-Assad Air Base in Iraq, proving it was ready not only to retaliate, but to strike first when needed. But this wasn't the first time Iran had hit back hard. History tells us Iran has dealt painful blows to the U.S. before, openly and decisively. One of the most dramatic moments came on January 3, 2020, when a U.S. drone strike at Baghdad killed Iranian General Qassem Soleimani. He wasn't just any general. He was Supreme Leader Khamenei's most trusted man and one of the most powerful figures in the region. 5 days later, on January 8th, Iran responded with a barrage of Fateh and Qayyam ballistic missiles at the Ain al-Assad base. The strikes were so accurate they hit fuel depots, aircraft shelters, and command posts directly. Initially, the U.S. claimed there were no casualties, but later revealed over 100 soldiers had suffered traumatic brain injuries. Iran publicly took responsibility, calling it just a warning. In June 2019, another key incident occurred. A U.S. RQ-4 Global Hawk drone entered Iranian airspace at 60,000 feet, an altitude where most defense systems don't operate. But Iran's Sevim Khordad air defense system locked on and shot it down within 20 seconds. Iran claimed the drone had breached its territorial boundaries, while the U.S. said it was in international airspace. President Trump threatened airstrikes but ultimately pulled back. Once again, Iran had sent a message without firing a single shot at personnel. Going back to 1987 during the Iran-Iraq War, tensions were high in the Persian Gulf. The U.S. launched Operation Earnest Will to protect Kuwaiti oil tankers from Iranian attacks. On October 16th, Iran fired a Chinese-made Silkworm missile at the MVC Al-City, a Kuwaiti tanker reflagged with the U.S. flag. The missile hit the bridge directly, injuring 18 crew members and blinding the American captain. It was Iran's first direct strike on a U.S.-flagged vessel, a bold challenge to American power. In response, the U.S. Navy attacked Iranian oil platforms, but the damage had already been done. Then came April 14, 1988. During the same operation, Iran used a smarter tactic: naval mines. Hidden 5 meters below the surface, these mines were designed to target large ships. That day, the USS Samuel B. Roberts struck one. The blast tore open the hull, flooded the engine room, and damaged 2 turbines. A $500 mine had crippled a $96 million warship. Days later, the U.S. retaliated, destroying Iranian platforms and a warship, Isfahan. But Iran had made its point: even in the sea, it could strike deep. Iran has shown time and again that it doesn't back down, not even against a superpower. Whether it's drones, bases, or warships, every move comes at a cost. And Iran makes sure the message is heard loud and clear. It won't remain silent. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.